Hello viewers, this is your host Kamran Haider on your own YouTube channel The Lyceum. Dear viewers, in today's lecture we shall discuss how to learn a language very quickly. In this lecture we shall explore and discover the new methods through which we can learn any language very quickly in order to save the time and energy. So first of all, we shall discuss that what's a language. A language is a source of communication through which we share our ideas and thoughts. A language is a source of communication through which we share our ideas and thoughts. So what is an idea? Idea is actually the thoughts generated in our mind. As we are the supreme creature, so our mind is not out of thoughts at any moments. So each and every moment there are some ideas or thoughts that are generated in our mind, and we share these ideas with others, and the other people share our ideas with us. So this is the exchange of ideas. So as we have discussed that language is a source of communication. So first of all, let's discuss that what's the communication and what's the communication process. Communication is actually the exchange of ideas or thoughts. And what is a process? Process is any series of steps. A series in which steps are followed and one step is followed by another one. So communication process is a process in which we share our ideas or we exchange our ideas with others. So we shall discuss the communication process through the communication diagram. Dear viewers, the diagram that you see works anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. The first step of this communication process is sender. We shall discuss that. Who is the sender? Sender is actually the one who sends the ideas or who shares the idea with any other one. And what is a message? Message is actually that idea that is encoded by the sender and which is to be received by the recipient. And who is the recipient? Recipient is a person who receives the message from the sender or to whom the sender sends the message. So recipient is the one who receives the message. And when the recipient replies back to the sender, that is called feedback. Feedback is a message that is sent back to sender by the recipient. And dear viewers, as you see in the center there is a medium. What is the medium? Medium is actually the source of communication, and it is of a prime importance in the whole communication process. Medium is actually the source or way through which communication process occurs. For example, the communication process or communication or exchange of ideas occur face-to-face conversation, through face-to-face conversation. Then the medium is face-to-face, a live conversation. Okay, and when we talk to any person through the telephone, mobile phone, or through email, then these email, SMS, fax, telephone, these all are the mediums. These are the mediums through which communication process occurs. So this is about the communication process. Dear viewers, now we shall discuss about the types of language. Basically, there are two types of language. Number one, Verbal language, it's a language in which we use words, and it can be written or spoken. While the other type of language is non-verbal language, the language in which we use signs, body language, gestures, postures, tone of voice, frequency, pitch, eye contact, and even silence as well. Alright, so these are the verbal and non-verbal languages. And surprisingly, most of the communication is done by non-verbal language. And usually in our daily lives, we use non-verbal language more than the verbal language. There are almost 7,000 distinct languages spoken in the world, with the Mandarin as the most spoken language in the world with more than 1 billion speakers. Means there is a huge variety of the known languages in the world, and there are some other sub branches of these languages as well. And the Mandarin, which is the official language of China, is the most widely spoken language in the world, and there are more than 1 billion speakers, native speakers of the Mandarin Chinese. So the tree that you are see is actually expressing the languages, that how the one language generates the others, and so on. So dear viewers, now we shall discuss about the grammar. That what's the grammar? Grammar is actually the science of language, or we may say it is an art of language. Grammar is actually the set of rules and regulations of any language. It consists of various rules and regulations that are necessary to speak any language or to learn any language properly. So here the question rises that, is grammar necessary to learn a language? If your answer is yes, or your answer is no, in either case you are right. If you say no, it's not necessary to learn a grammar, you are also right. Why? Because remember that when you were learning your own native language, did you learn the grammar first or your own mother tongue first? Obviously your mother tongue. When you were learning your mother tongue, at that time you did not learn the grammar of that language. But in spite of this, you can speak your mother tongue better than any other language. So it is a myth that grammar is necessary to learn a language. But if you say that yes, it is necessary, in that case also you are right. Why it is necessary? Because when we learn a new language, it makes the language easier to understand. If we shall not learn the grammar, then in that case also we may learn that language, but grammar will make your work easier. It will help you to understand and learn the language quickly. Now let's discuss about the letter. What is a letter? The letter is actually the base of any language. It is a basic unit or building block of any language. What's a letter? Letter is actually a sound in a written form. Every letter of alphabet represents the sound uttered in that language. For example, the following are the letters from 3 different languages. Number first is Arabic, which is written from right to left. Number second is English alphabet written in left to right. And third one, the Hebrew. Like English, it is also written from left to right. So these letters that you see are actually the sounds. For example, let's take the examples of Arabic letters. First one is Alif, and its sound is A, and it is called Alif, A. Number second is Ba. That letter produces the sound Ba. Number third is Ta. Fourth is Sa. Fifth is Jim, which produce J sound. Alright, likewise, the English alphabet A, B, C, D. So these are the letters that are actually sounds in written form. These the English letters A, B, C produce the sounds A, B, S, D, likewise. Alright, so these are the letters which are the basic unit or a building block of any language. Now let's move to the words. What's a word? Word is a group of letters that gives a complete meaning. It is a group of letters that gives a complete meaning. Means when letters combine together and give a particular meaning or a complete meaning, they become word. So word is actually the group of letters. Like these are the words in different languages. Number first is Arabic. Kalimat. Kalimat means word in English. And the second one, as you see, is English. It is pronounced as word. And third is Urdu language. It's an Urdu word, loves, which also means word in English. Alright, so this is word. Word means a group of letters that gives a complete meaning. And following are the words from various languages, and they mean word in English. Now, sentence. What's a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that gives a complete meaning. As we have learned earlier, a group of letters makes a word, and group of words makes a sentence. Like following are the sentences. These are the group of words which gives the complete meaning. So the first one is the sentence from Arabic, that is pronounced as Ahib an atalamu lighat mukhtalifatan. It means I love to learn different languages. And in Urdu we may say मुझे मुख्तलिफ ज़ुबानें सीखना पसंद है. So these are the sentences from various languages, and all the three sentences have a particular meaning. They mean I love to learn different languages. Dear viewers, see you soon in the second part of the lecture. Till then, take care.